Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to the Shepparton Sports Stadium for round 9 of the Victorian Wheelchair Football League in 2026. My name's Bailey White, and joined alongside me today is my co-commentator and another long-time servant of this league, Nathan Sear. Good afternoon.
G'day, Bailey. Great to be here in Shepparton. It's, I think the first time we're up here, to be honest. So
It is.
It will be great to see the locals come down, get a bit of exposure to wheelchair footy. And yeah, we've got some exciting games in our hand.
Fully agree. The first of those today, we've got our 2 championship matches for you, the first of which is between Collingwood and St Kilda, which unfortunately for the Saints is a bit of a dead rubber for them because their loss last week to Essendon meant that they are now mathematically eliminated from making the final series. But they are winless from their first 7 games. They have the bye next week, so this is their last chance for the season to get a win on the board, and I'm sure they'll be very, very keen to do that. A couple of outs. I won't feature Sean Groenewegen, who's played, I think, all but 1 game for them this year. But they've got Ryan Smith, who'll be doing, I'm sure, most of the scoring in their forward line, as he does each and every week for the Saints. And alongside him is Michael Milton, Caitlin Alger making her first senior appearance this season, James Bowles and Nathan Wilburn.
Yeah, every year, Bailey, it just seems like such a close competition on the ladder. You don't really know who's going to be making the finals, who's going to be going all the way. And, you know, a lot of players have been playing here for a while too, so I think that experience counts.
It's been actually a very close competition this year. A few standout teams, but the rest of the league generally has been very, very close. So the Saints, they've certainly been competitive. It's not like they've been blown off the park every week, far from it. I know last time these 2 sides met here, the margin was only 10 points out at RSEA Park, the Spuds game in round 4.
Yeah, that was our last game together, actually, so that was a really good game. A lot of standout players like Falcone. Rhino had a great game as well. No doubt these guys will be standout players here today.
And the other game we've got for you today, commencing at 2 o'clock, it was another standout game, arguably the best we've had this season, the long-anticipated rematch between Richmond and Essendon, which last time was decided by just 5 points at the hangar.
Yeah, that was a very close game, very neck and neck, and I've got no doubt there'll be another close one today. A lot of star-studded lineups such as Hendo, a lot of the guys from the Tigers. It'll be a great game to watch. So we've got a great, like as I said, we've got a great day on our hands with both games getting underway. Got the community on the other side, further down on the other court. We've got Richmond and Essendon over there. Give you guys some updates on that too as we go ahead.
There'll probably be a larger crowd for community, given that hometown hero Jack Elliott will be featuring for Collingwood over on that court at 2 p.m.
Yes, he's the marquee man today.
But we'll give you regular score updates from that game as it goes on, as that's just commenced over there between Richmond and Essendon. But we turn now to the Pies and the Saints. We're underway at Shepparton. Ryan Smith gets a tap for the Saints, but it lands with Anthony Perito, and now Sam Moraldo takes the mark for Collingwood. Plays on, sends the ball forward to Adam Georgeland, who can't score, so he passes back to Sam. He goes for goal. He's missed to the right-hand side.
Yeah, not too used to seeing Georgeland in the ruck. Great to see him in there in a position he's not usually in.
He's a very versatile player, Adam Georgeland. He's been in the league a long time. That's a fantastic mark there by Smith. Not starting in the forward line as a tip. There to give his players some more support with the extra height in the ruck. Now Michael Milton playing, who also plays often as a forward, starting this game, I should say, as a defender. But it's landed with Michael Telbin.
He had a great game against the Saints last time he played him at RSEA.
Ronaldo has it again. Now, we know he's got the range because you'll have all seen what he did in round 1 with that goal after the siren, but here he goes for his first. He tips it short, in fact, to Ben Jankowski, who goes with a short pass back to Moraldo. Pies have the first.
Yeah, I think Collingwood can move the ball very well in the forward line, just like that. They can just get the quick pass off, get the quick throw, and then just convert as quick as they can.
Collingwood 1-1-7, the Saints yet to score. We've played a minute and a half in the first term. Smith gets a tap for the Saints, but it's Michael Tillman again who sends it forward for Collingwood. There's no one there. It'll bounce out of bounds. Caitlin Olga for St Kilda will bring the ball back in. But it landed with Georgeland and now Moraldo again. The unfortunate turnover there by St Kilda. Sam Moraldo going nearly for goal number 2, I thought, but Jankowski will handball it through from directly in front.
Just looking around us here today with a few Collingwood fans that have come down, some of the locals here from Shepparton. Great to see them get a bit of exposure to wheelchair footy.
Smith with the tap again. James Bowles nearly got to it for the Saints. It's being punched around in the centre of the court. Jankowski nearly got his hands to it again. It's bounced out of bounds. Jankowski's claiming possession and he'll get it as it came off the St Kilda chair. Won't go for goal from here. He'll go again to Moraldo, who's teamed up nicely with Ben so far in this opening quarter.
They usually have a pretty good chemistry, so no surprise there as he goes for it. Really good start for the Pies here. 3 goals to 0 at the moment. St Kilda yet to score. 3 goals 1.
Position change for the Saints. Nathan Wilburn's gone into the ruck and Ryan Smith back up forward, hoping to provide that efficacy for the Saints. Michael Milton has bounced off his chair. It's rushed through for a behind.
What do you reckon the Saints need to do here just to try and get back into this game?
I think the key is going to be James Bowles, who Milton goes to now. Doesn't quite get to him. Can Ryan Smith pick it up before it goes out of bounds? He can. Can he go for goal? He's hit the post.
Yeah,
Brilliant attempt.
I mean, given Rhino's such a handy player down the forward line, I think there's no doubt they'd probably have to bomb it long to him. They want to convert.
There's always a little bit of luck involved in a shot like that. But unfortunately for Rhino there, he didn't get it, but he's got it again. Anthony Perito's turned it straight over to him. As Perito shakes his head. Ryan Smith will have the range from here, I'm sure. He goes for goal. Does he have St Kilda's first? He doesn't. Another behind.
Yeah, that's unlike Rhino, but I think he'll get back into this as the game sort of eases in for him. I think the Saints really need to look for those long passes if they want to get it down the line.
Well, Anthony Perito will try and find one of his teammates this time. He nearly got all the way to Jankowski in the forward line. It's Michael Telbin with it now, coming out of a chaotic situation and straight back into one. It's bounced over the boundary line. Perito has it again, the long shot forward into space. Bounces back. Michael Telbin tackled by 2 St Kilda players. Milton's taken the mark.
Yeah, great intercept for him to cover that space quickly.
A hand pass into the centre for the Saints, marked by Bowles. Now, who's he got here? Wilburn's by himself on the right-hand side of the court. Bowles will go to him as he presents forward. Wilburn takes the mark. And now Ryan Smith in the goal square and straight through for St Kilda's first goal. 3rd time lucky for the Saints.
Great work from the Saints there, just trying to open up space, spreading out on the court. I think that's just what they needed from the start. So good work getting their first score on the board.
Collingwood 3-2-20, St Kilda 1-2-8. 5.5 minutes played in the first term. Sam Moraldo bounced it away from Perito. Another chaos ball. Smith's got it again. 2 in a minute. 2 in 30 seconds, in fact, for the Saints.
It's crazy.
And it's back to a 1-goal game.
And you wouldn't want anyone else in the forward line.
I think that's the smartest move they've made so far today, is that positional change. Now Ben Jankowski gets it to Telbin. The pass forward to Moraldo, who's just marked it amid St Kilda pressure. He'll line up for goal number 3.
This is his kind of range. I'd be surprised if he gets it in from here.
Moraldo misses to the left. Pies by 7. With 3.5 minutes remaining until quarter time.
Talbot
Mike
just flew in there.
He did. And now Ben Jankowski can have another shot for Collingwood. 1 goal straight to his name, but it was from about 30 centimetres out. Can he get it from this distance? He can.
Just a bit of an update from our community game on the other side of the court. It's 6-all, so a goal each to Richmond and Essendon. 2.5 minutes remaining.
The way their seasons are going, this could be a preview of the grand final in about a month from now. We'll keep bringing you updates of that score. Meanwhile, over here, Michael Telvin's taken the mark just outside the centre circle. He'll send the ball to Anthony Perito, who goes into the forward line straight to Ben Jankowski.
I feel like the Pies just know where to space out, where to pass. They're always thinking ahead.
Ben Jankowski for goal number 3. He's got it. And after an early scare, with the Pies getting the first 3, the Saints next 2, Collingwood have kicked the last 2 goals to return to a 19-point lead with 2 minutes remaining in this opening quarter. Anthony Perito now for the Pies, sending it back in from the rear corner to Adam Georgeland with a contested mark.
Yeah, Saints have got to really look out for those players coming behind, making sure they don't get...
Moraldo plays on, going for another goal. 3 in a row, Collingwood, for the second time in a quarter. 6-3 plays 2-2 with a minute and change to play in the first. Ball in the air, Wilburn off a tap nearly to Smith, but was spoiled by Telburn. Now Perito with the backwards pass into space. Can Ben Jankowski get to it? He can't, it's no score. We're used to Anthony Perito scoring goals from there, but as a defender, that's not permitted in his current position, but he's playing on the court.
Yeah, so those who are new to wheelchair footy, red wristbands are our back line, yellow's our forward, and pink's our centre.
Sam Moraldo around the corner. Misses.
This is a chance for the Saints to get it down the line.
Wilburn Smith. He'll go for goal from here. He's missed.
And that's what the Saints need to do, is just not be afraid to bomb it long to Rhino.
Can Collingwood get the possession again? They can. Moraldo will shoot after the siren.
How do you fare him from here?
We've seen him do it. Can he do it again? For Collingwood's 7th goal of the first term.
Yeah,
He's put it through from long range.
No surprise there.
At quarter time, it's the Pies by 31 points. Collingwood 7-4-46, playing St Kilda 2-3-15.
Welcome back to Shepparton between Collingwood and St Kilda in the Victorian Wheelchair Football League Championship Division. Joined by Nathan Sear and Bailey White alongside me as the main commentator today. Bailey, what do you think of the game so far?
Well, very good start by Collingwood. It was a bit even there to start off with. Collingwood showed the dominance that they finished the quarter with, but there was a short period in there where the Saints got onto a few. But they weren't able to continue, and it's surprised by 31 points as we start the second. As the ball landed with Moraldo and then Jankowski.
Yeah, quick start from the Pies there. Gets it off to Moraldo, but does look like he's going to go on that 45. Nobody passes it off to Ben. Jankowski, and he gets it through.
That's goal number 4 for Ben. And the Pies lead extends again. 37 points it is now, 30 seconds into this second term. Collingwood 8-4-52, St Kilda 2-3-15. Ball's up again. Lands with bowls for the Saints. He's dispossessed and the ball falls out of bounds. It'll go the way of Michael Telbin. As play in the community game is held up for us to retrieve our ball. I believe it's Richmond leading 2 straight 12 to Essendon 1-1-7. As Sam Raldo has it again for Collingwood. He puts it through.
As I mentioned before, the Pies can just mould together so well and just build that chemistry. They've got such a good chemistry, and I think that's really hard to dominate against.
The tap from Wilburn lands to Michael Telburn. Collingwood get the clearance. It's Moraldo yet again.
At the same time, though, the Saints have got a lot of experience.
He goes to Jankowski.
Saints have got a lot of experience, and I think they could be able to try and see a way to fight back, but time will only tell.
I wasn't trying to cut you off there.
No, you're all good. You're all good, mate.
Ben goes for goal. He's got another one. And it's a frightening margin so early in the game. Only 12 minutes of game time played, and it's the Pies by 49 points.
Yeah, very one-sided. I think the Saints just have to go back to basics here just to try and get a score on the board again.
Michael Milton had an attempt, but he was pinged for the tackle.
Yeah, it's just one of those things when you get the ball, you got to really get rid of it. Otherwise, the umpires can really pin you for it.
Yep. And I think that's where Collingwood have just had that bit of extra speed in this match so far.
Yeah, they're really taking advantage of that.
Yep. And it's serving them dividends. Perito, I'm sure, would go for goal from there if he was playing as a forward. But he got the ball straight where it needed to be to Ben Jankowski yet again, who can go for his 3rd goal in as many minutes to open the second turn.
That's 6 goals for Ben. Do you know the most he's got ever in his career? Have to be up there.
Yeah, it would. I reckon he's not a massively high goal scorer compared to some we've had in the league. I reckon... Oh, James Bowles nearly got a fantastic shot on... Or he did have the shot on goal, and he nearly got a brilliant result from it. But it went through for a minor score in the end. Jankowski has it again. I want to say it's 12. I'm sure.
It's I was going to say it's going to be double digits.
I'll have a look at the break, and we'll see where he is. Because I think Sam Moraldo would be at about that mark as well.
No, yeah.
Ben's already got half a dozen, and Sam can match him here. If he takes a shot on goal, can he get a miracle bounce? No, not quite.
I feel like they're going to be saving Perito for later on in the game. They're going to swap him out.
Yeah.
They're going to get him into the forward line as he taps it over to the forward line there, but goes out of bounds.
They've only got the one interchange player today, Collingwood, which is Vincent Falcone, who's yet to come onto the court in this match.
Yeah, well, they're not doing too bad at the moment.
No, definitely not.
They want to keep up that momentum with the players that they've got. But I think if Falcone comes back on the court at some stage, it's going to really contribute.
I dare say he'll replace, only based on how Collingwood usually play. It's nothing personal with the person
No, he's a great player.
Hang
and
on.
you look at how he...
Sorry, in the space of about 5 seconds, Collingwood have sent that ball forward. They've put through yet another goal. Sam Moraldo now has half a dozen to match Ben. And it's the Pies by 61 points. Yeah. Tap from Wilburn straight to Ryan Smith. He dropped the ball. Anthony Perito can send it forward towards Ben Jankowski. Can Ben get his hands onto it, or will it go over the boundary line? Ben gets there. He got the lucky bounce now. Moraldo has it. It's yet another goal for Collingwood.
Yeah, Pies are on fire now.
That's the thing, a little bit of luck like that with that ball that could have very easily got over the boundary line. It just stayed in long enough for Ben to get onto it. And it landed with Sam Moraldo, who goes this time for the backwards pass and lands with Michael Milton. Can this be the time now for the Saints to regain their composure and just get that sort of precise ball movement going forward, even if it's slow? There we go, James Bowles. Can he get one for St Kilda? He can.
Yeah, the Saints really needed to respond there. I think it's their first goal since the last quarter, I'm pretty sure.
Yes.
Yeah, they needed that. They've got a lot of work to do heading into the third and fourth quarter, so...
They've broken a run of 10 consecutive goals for the Collingwood team.
Yeah, they had a bit of a stint last quarter where they put up a bit of a fight and kind of coming close, but it's looking very one-sided at the moment.
It is. I don't think it's a margin the Saints will recover from.
It'll be hard to see. Look.
Yeah. Look, I hope for their sake that they do, because they obviously want to get a win on the board to finish off the season. But it's a very, very long way back as Sam Moraldo goes for goal again. Pies respond immediately.
I don't think the Saints have got anyone on the bench.
No, they don't.
So that's going to play a factor in this game, obviously.
Yeah. Not only
those rotations.
They're very undermanned in their senior side today, the Saints. And Collingwood, with 3 minutes until half-time, are every chance of bringing up the ton. And Jankowski will get them. Oh, he's missed a sitter.
Reminds me of that Mason Cox set shot at goal when he was right in front and he missed the whole thing. But no, Ben's a great player. I'm sure he'll get the next one.
Well, Moraldo has it here. Ben's sitting in the goal square, but he goes instead to Anthony Perito, so Sam can send himself forward. Jankowski nearly got it. The ball's over the line.
Yeah, it was a bit of a difficult one there. You obviously got Nathan there.
Yep.
Number 66 for the Saints. Got that height advantage.
And Moraldo's spun around from the boundary line exit and put through Collingwood's 15th goal. He's up to 9.
Yeah, it's goals galore here today.
Ball punched into the air, goes over the line and onto the neighbouring court yet again. Luckily, all the plays being done at the other end. I can tell you while that's happening that Essendon have rocketed back into the lead. They're 14 points up. I'm going to say 5-2-32 to Richmond 3 straight 18. Anthony Perito's trying to find a teammate. He's been told to play on.
Ooh,
very lucky to get it away in time.
Yeah, this is for number 10, double digits, but he
He's
gets it off
passed
to
it off.
Jankowski.
Sam will position himself in the goal square, so if Ben doesn't want to go all the way to goal, I was assuming you can get past Michael Milton. Ben's going to go for it. Another one for the Pies. They bring up the ton and lead by 80 with 1:20 until half-time. 16-6, 102 Collingwood to St Kilda 3-4-22. Sam Moraldo has 9, Ben Jankowski 7. James Bowles to Ryan Smith. Now this is in anywhere in the 2/3 of the forwards allowed is in Rhino's range. Can he get it from here? He can.
Yeah, I'm not really too sure how far the Saints will go in this game in terms of getting the margin gap a little bit closer together, but we've seen miracles before, haven't we, Bailey?
We have. I just don't know if I've been to this extent.
Yeah, There's one game in, I think, 2023. Saints were up by 80, and then Hawks made a comeback.
Was, I think, 55 points.
Yep.
49 at half time, I can tell you that much. Jankowski again. It's another one back for Collingwood. Margin back to 80 points. Ben's got 8, Sam's got 9. And it's not even half time, but we're 10 seconds from that. Is there time for one more goal with 5 seconds on the clock? No one can get to it. It's going to go over the boundary line, and the siren will sound for half time.
Oh, Rhino's going to take the shot.
Saints possession. He can get it from there, I'm sure. Ryan Smith for goal number 4.
Ooh.
It's a goal.
It's hit the post.
It did hit the post. Okay. I'm not sure quite what the goal umpire was trying to achieve there.
Yeah, it does look like a margin that's going to be
insurmountable.
At least 100 points, I think. I may be wrong, but the way it's going at the moment, I mean, it's almost 80 points.
It's 79 at the moment at half time, and we'll come back to you in a few minutes and discuss a bit further. But at half time here at Shepparton, it's Collingwood 17-6, 108, leading St Kilda 4-5-29 in our first championship match of the day. Welcome back to the Shepparton Sports Stadium for round 9 of the VWFL Championship Division. It's Collingwood well in control of this match, leading 17-6, 108 to St Kilda 4-5-29. Nathan, what's your thoughts on the first half?
Very one-sided, Bales. Obviously, it's a 79-point margin here. Very different to the game that we last commentated together at RSCA. So
yes.
Obviously that was a much closer game. I think it was about 10 points or something
10
like
points in the end.
Yep. So this is a very different sort of game. I mean, obviously the Saints don't have any numbers on the bench. I mean, the Pies have only got one, but they haven't really made any rotation. So it's been pretty even on that sort of perspective. But I don't know. It's a very surprising margin to me.
It is, yeah. I think Collingwood are trying to give themselves as much chance as they can in the push for the top 2 at the end of the season. Now that Richmond have overtaken Hawthorn and the Hawks have dropped a couple of games.
The Pies are up there in the ladder, aren't they?
Yeah, they'll be, I believe, 3rd at the moment.
Well, this will be a great percentage boost for the Pies here.
We'll give you an update on ladder at the end of the day once both games have reached their conclusion. But we start the third term here between Collingwood and St Kilda. Vincent Falcone has come onto the court. And Anthony Perito still doing the defending down there. That's not what I thought the Pies would do, but it's obviously been working for them so far. So who am I to judge?
Yeah, I mean, you never know. You could fall into the rotation later in the game. We've still got a quarter to go.
Yes.
But it will be surprising if he does.
Vinny Falcone straight to Moraldo. Didn't take the mark cleanly, but got his hands onto it anyway and put through another Collingwood goal.
Stuff from him. As I was going to say, it'll be surprising to see Perito in the back line for the whole game. So it'll be an interesting move from Collingwood. But yet again, they are up by close to 90 points now.
They're showing no signs of slowing down. I think trying to build their percentage in this one. Nathan Wilburn with the overhead mark there.
Great to see him back this season.
And he's been away for a little bit, I think. Well, I won't speculate. I'll speak to the man himself because he's a great one to chat to. I believe he's just started a new Twitch channel where he'll be live streaming some games. I wish I could remember the name of it for you, Nath, but if there's anyone who wants to check that out, send us a message on the socials and we can link you into Nathan's account. I'm sure he'd appreciate it. It's now Anthony Perito for Collingwood in the centre circle. Finding a partner in the forward line, it's Ben Jankowski, who can line up for goal number 9.
Yeah, no different from the last few games he's had. He's just such a ball magnet in the forward line. And he's got hands like dinner plates. That one just hooks off to the left as the umpire just calls it a behind. So it is 115 to 29 at the moment. Collingwood lead. And umpires call that chopping the arm.
Good call there, you reckon?
Yeah, good call from Patrick McKees and Sam Stronach, who are our 2 field umpires today. Great experience on the court.
Both been doing a great job this season, as have all our officials, yourself included, Nath. It's now Ryan Smith.
Yeah, a bit late there. He was out of bounds.
He thought he had it.
Very close.
Sam Moraldo sends it to Jankowski again, who puts through number 10. No, 9. Sorry.
Yeah, the Saints.
Goal number 9, Ben.
The Saints should have had someone there just covering Jankowski, who was wide open. That's what I mean by they need to really cover the players rolling behind them.
Well, that's the thing I said before. Some of these St Kilda players, unfortunately, just don't have the speed compared to their opponent.
Yeah, all players have different skills and abilities, and I think...
Of course.
It varies.
It does indeed.
I was going to say he could go for the shot there, but he's still in the back line. He gets it off to Jankowski.
He can go for the shot, but it won't mean anything. But Ben this time can go for goal number 10.
He is on a bit of an angle. He has made it from that distance and that angle before.
He'll have the range, though, but not the accuracy on this occasion.
He's just bound for that double digit. Number 10. He's bound to get it.
19-8 for Collingwood, which I know sounds accurate in a game of able-bodied football. But for the wheelchair league, that on some occasions is actually reasonably low. I remember one day out at Pakenham, we had a side finish up with 25 goals 2. And was 12 goals 3 to their opponent. Ryan Smith from long range has missed.
Great turnout from the Shepparton locals here today. A lot of Collingwood supporters in the crowd, as we can see, Bales.
Yes.
Maybe a hint of St Kilda here and there, but it is mostly Collingwood.
Yep. They're the biggest footy club in the country, so wherever you go, there'll be a few Collingwood supporters around.
And the best,
and
no bias.
They'll be loving this at the moment as Sam Moraldo goes for goal number 11 and misses.
But if you also look at our neighbouring court down the end, we've also got a lot of Richmond and particularly Essendon fans. So obviously Shepparton's a very footy-driven community. It's great to see them down here and get a taste of what we get over in Melbourne. As Milton has the ball, he's just trying to assess his options. Moraldo lingering over him as he goes for the handball into the open space. Looks like it's going to roll out of bounds, and Falcone's going to take it from the sideline. This is a chance for the Pies to open up here as Jordan gets it. It's played on. And Falcone gets it off back to the Saints. Good intercept there, covering the players a bit better than what they have been this game. Rhino gets a spoil to it, but Burrito picks it up.
Jankowski on his own there, couldn't get to it. Michael Milton keeps it in for the Saints, but it'll go over the other boundary line to be brought in by Sam Moraldo.
And there's number 22 again.
Now Moraldo and Jankowski, 1 goal each to their name this quarter.
Yes.
Yes.
Yep. So this is for number 2 this quarter for Jankowski. And he has slotted it through. So he has gotten to number 10.
He has.
Double digits for him and Moraldo in this game. So scores are 20 goals 9, 129 to Collingwood. 4 goals 6, 30 to the Saints. Is 99 points the margin.
It is.
They only needed behind.
I think I had the scoreboard wrong for a second because we're controlling that here. I think there was one of Collingwood's goals I only put down as a behind. So there was a discrepancy, but I'm glad I've double-checked that with you. As the Pies put through yet another one and extend the margin into triple figures.
Number 1 and 1 for Moraldo, number 11 goals. He's officially over 100 points. So I think the main thing the Saints, I guess, really need to do now is just sort of prevent those goals and try and win the next quarter.
Just not trying to save the game because it's obviously too far gone for them at this stage, but just try and put in some of that damage control. But again, it is a dead rubber for them today, so ultimately it won't matter as Moraldo gets his hands to it again.
Oh, just hooked it to the left.
Couldn't quite get it. Collingwood 21-10, 136, plays St Kilda 4-6-30. Wilburn sends it long to Ryan Smith, yes. Took him a few goes, but it eventually fell into his hands. Now Rhino, his best option might be to go for goal from here. He doesn't, he goes to Bowles. He found himself unopposed. Ryan Smith's trying to get himself forward. He's got 3 Collingwood players around him. So Bowles goes instead to Michael Milton, who can't go any further forward as one of the Saints defenders. Now Caitlin Elgar can shoot for goal. Dispossessed by Anthony Pareto there. Wilburn nearly got to it, but it fell out of bounds again, and it's a Collingwood ball yet again.
Update on the other game at the moment. We've got 941.
That's Richmond leading that one, I found out, not Essendon. Bryant Parsons is apparently putting on a show for the Tigers.
Sure he is.
Jankowski dropped what should have been an easy mark for him, you'd have thought. Just fell a few inches short of where it needed to be in his hands. Anthony Perito.
Still in the back line, Perito. Does look like this is going to be...
James
He's
Bowles.
going to see out the rest of the game as Bowles, sorry, Bailey, if interrupting
No,
you
you're
there.
right.
Bowles handballs it out of bounds as Perito takes it from the sideline.
Perito long to Jankowski. Can he get it from a tight angle? No. I feel like every time I hype something up, it hasn't quite gone
Well,
the way we'd have liked it to here in the broadcast.
to be fair though, they are on a roll. So
yes, they are definitely.
it is okay to get a bit excitable about it.
Oh,
as
absolutely.
Goes out of bounds in the sideline. 21 goals, 11, 137 to Collingwood.
Yes.
Wonder what their biggest margin and biggest goal score is in the game.
Their
You would know
highest,
that.
I do because I remember it. It was, I think, a couple of seasons ago. They finished with 28-9.
Is that against Hawthorn?
It was.
I think I umpired that game.
Yeah. Like, I want to say they kicked 20 goals in the second half that day. Nat.
On the siren, Bowles to line up for goal on a 45-degree angle.
No, it's a Oh, hang on. Discussions being had here.
There's a bit of dispute there with Meraldo and Stronach. The Saints as well. I think it looks like they're just arguing over just where players are allowed to go over the third.
That is three-quarter time.
Yeah, so Collingwood 21 goals, 11, sorry, Bailey 137, and Saints
4-6-30.
4-6-30.
We'll see you in a couple of minutes.
Welcome back to Shepparton Sports Stadium. Collingwood St Kilda in the Victorian Wheelchair Football League. Collingwood 21 goals, 11, 137 to St Kilda 4 goals, 731.
Yes, there was an amendment to St Kilda's score because that final behind we found out did count, which takes St Kilda's tally to 4-7 instead of 4-6.
Well, thank God we got Bailey White all across that. He is the myth, the legend behind the score bench. So we're thankful to have you, Bailey.
Well, I did need to double check with the umpires. They're the most important part of our game. But it's the Pies, as was the case, or as has been the case through the whole match, well in control. Now with a 106-point advantage. The goal scorers for Collingwood, Sam Moraldo and Ben Jankowski, are the only two, and they've both hit double figures. Moraldo 11 goals, 5. Jankowski 10 goals, 5. While for the Saints, Ryan Smith 3 goals, 5. James Bowles 1 goal, 1. As the ball's in the air again, falls to Anthony Perito, who is now in the forward line.
I called it, mate. I called it. I thought he was going to be in the forward line in the last quarter.
It didn't go well for him. It was a free kick paid against him. Now James Bowles still playing forward for the Saints. I don't think they'll make any positional change at this stage, because there's not much they can do against this Collingwood team.
He's not 3 metres. He's played it on.
Yes. Ben Jankowski has gone into defence. Vinny Falcone has come forward for the Pies. Not a move you see often.
Oh, he did play pretty well on the forward line last time they played against the Saints.
Yes, very
at RSCA. He had a ball. So it's will be
No.
interesting to see how he goes in this last quarter as the ball goes straight to him.
You
Gets
called
the
it.
goal. 22 goals, 11 to the Pies against the Saints. 4 goals, 7-31 to the Pies. 143. It's a 112-point margin as Nikis throws it up in the centre. Wilburn gets the tap, gets it back again, but it looks like it's going to be rolling out of bounds, and Talvin is going to take the free kick from the sideline as Jankowski's opening up to him, urging him to pass it off to him.
Ben Jankowski
Assessing his options.
looking for another opposed teammate. I think Georgian might be his best option. He's trying, may well go longer. He goes to Perito, couldn't quite get there. Trying to keep it in. He doesn't.
Got a bit of a crowd in the corner, Bailey. Some little Shepparton locals here.
Actually, I don't know if he ever had possession, because it was the last touch straight back to him.
Yeah, not too sure. It's a bit hard to see from this angle.
It is, yes.
But
As you said, good crowd in, and there's some of them that are in our view just of that corner.
yes.
As you'll be able to see potentially on camera, Ryan Smith. Another overhead mark.
It was a quiet last couple quarters, but wouldn't be surprised if he slots this one through. The Saints really need this one just to
Not at
get a
all. The
score
St
on
Kilda
the board.
contingent cheering him on.
And the umpires confirmed it. It's a goal.
Saints have their 5th. They cut the margin ever so slightly to 107 points. There's the Saints 5-7-37 to Collingwood 22-11, 143. Ryan Smith has his 4th goal. But James Bowles has it. Can Ryan get number 5?
Oh, it did look like he played on,
Yeah,
but
I thought he was going to there.
umpire, trust the umpire's call. The umpire's short nudge.
Should get it done from there, Rhino. No.
Did look like it was going in from that angle, but I think it did go over the post as Jankowski takes it out in the back line.
Jankowski leading from the front, trying to signal to his troops to position themselves. Didn't quite work out on that occasion, but it is a Collingwood ball back in, and it's landed again with the Collingwood captain. They go across. Anthony Perito has it now.
Now he
What do you
could go
reckon?
from there.
I think he's going to. Long shot.
And straight to
Fell to
Falcone.
Look, it wasn't far off, but Falcone got the easy one through.
Second goal for him. Now,
Not
I think the proper pronunciation of it is Falcone.
Falcone, thank you.
Falcone, Italian pronunciation. But he's a great player. Great to see him in the forward line getting that second goal.
23 goals to 5 in this one. Oh!
Sam Stronach flying into the score bench. Haven't seen an umpire do that for a while.
One job, Sam. As he waves to the camera. And it's now, the ball's now in the hands of Nathan Wilburn.
Tally's been going to the gym too. That bench just flew into us.
It has, indeed.
He's got that muscle power in him.
Well, it'll be one for the end of season highlights reel, I reckon.
Now Perito looks like he's going to go for goal, but he gets it to Georgeland.
Score update from community as Collingwood punch through another goal. Falcone has his 3rd. It's the Tigers by 3 goals with 6 minutes to play. 49 playing 31. Well, here it's the Pies by 117 points. 24-11, 155 to 5-8-38 with 5 minutes 15 on the clock. Ryan Smith didn't go for goal. He went to James Bowles, who's got that speed that the Saints have been after. He's just, I think, not being repaid it from his teammates. Try in the nicest way possible. It's nothing to do with anything personally.
Ooh,
Nathan Wilburn.
Yeah, he was just a bit long there. See what he was trying to do, trying to get to Rhino right in front of goals.
Yeah, and as the centre player, the shot normally wouldn't count, but it was touched on the way through. So it does go down as a rush behind for the Saints. As the ball falls out of bounds again, as the Pies are trying to send it forward. Collingwood ball, Falcone the closest. And now Anthony Perito. Surely will have a shot this time.
Yeah, Perito.
Yeah, long run up, unmistakable. Anthony Perito for his first goal to become Collingwood's 4th goal scorer. Straight through the middle.
Yeah. Never doubting from that angle there, Bales. He's just such a Buddy Franklin of this competition, I'll tell you what. Like, he just gets it from any angle, any distance. And he can slot it through in the most miraculous ways, so good on him.
Collingwood are 17 points away from exceeding their VWFL record score. Can they do it in this one? As Telvin sends the ball forward to no one in particular, the Saints will bring it in. Nathan Wilburn. He spins around, looking for Ryan Smith. Ball fell into space.
Oh.
Might go through for a goal,
No
but it won't count regardless.
So in 7 minutes, the Saints need 21 goals to get back in this.
Yes. That's a goal every 20 seconds.
Yeah.
Not impossible,
Love to see it.
but pretty damn close to it. Anthony Perito to Falcone. Brilliant passage of play there, but Pies have another. 167 plays 39. Falcone has 4. The Pies have 26 goals on 11. 167 to the Saints, 5-9-39.
My favourite number.
Insolence. Falcone again. Look at that for a goal.
Pretty sure this is his first season with the Pies, if I'm not mistaken, Bailey.
He was playing with them a few seasons ago. I can't tell you exactly when. But he's been a valuable addition to their championship squad in 2026.
Well, I can tell you what, this season he's really had a breakthrough performance. As the scoreboard just gets bumped a bit.
For the second time in a quarter.
Yeah.
Ryan Smith will have a shot on goal here for St Kilda. For their 6th for the match. He's just snuck it through inside of a post. The goal umpire is going to confirm it. It is a goal.
As I mentioned before, a lot of Collingwood fans here in Shepparton. Great to see them down here, getting behind their club, their wheelchair team as the ball goes up. Wilburn getting the tap.
Michael Milton lighted into there. Sorry to interrupt you, Nate.
Real good. Talbot with the intercept. That matchup's pretty fair there as Jankowski gets the handball. Now Falcone's coming up, marks it. Now he could go from there, but
he nearly did.
Did make the distance, Bales, which I'm not surprised because he has been playing pretty well. So
he's kicked 5 goals in the last quarter. There's 45 seconds remaining.
He's only played half the
Wilburn
game.
sends it nearly towards Ryan Smith. It bounces away from him. It'll be Collingwood to bring it in. They've got 36 seconds to score one last goal and set themselves a club record score in the VWFL. Falcone.
I've got a feeling he's going to take it from there. No, he gets it to Jankowski.
And looking for Anthony Perito. He's got it now.
The cannon. He's definitely going to line up there. Cannot see him pass it off from here.
Well, this will go through virtually on the siren.
About 10 seconds left.
The last shot of the match for a Collingwood record score in wheelchair football. He's missed.
He just hooks to the right. Siren goes. 27 goals, 13. 175 to Collingwood. 6 goals, 9:45. It is a 120-point lead, full time here. Is that the record, Bailey?
No.
No.
No, just
but it was
short.
close. It was
very,
close.
Very,
yeah.
very close.
Yeah. What was the record? So it was Collingwood and Hawthorn a couple of years ago.
Collingwood 28-9, 177.
Ooh,
just
points.
short.
2 points.
But it's immaterial today.
I have to say, though, the margin did surprise me. I don't know about you. I would have thought it'd be a little bit closer today.
Yes.
Very different. It was like chalk and cheese compared to the game that we commentated last time at Moorabbin.
And certainly compared to what appears to have transpired over there, it's Richmond who have won in the end by just 6 points, 56-50 over the Bombers.
I'll tell you what, this next game, it's going to be an interesting one.
It will be, I reckon.
Essendon, Richmond.
Yes.
The seniors game. How do you reckon that one will go down?
Well, with the strength, as Nathan Wilburn comes over to thank us for our efforts.
It's going to be a close one, I reckon.
It will, yep. If it's anything like... Look, it's hard to not tip Richmond given the run they've had in the last few weeks. But it should be a very, very close matchup. But that's all from our first game. Collingwood run out 130-point winners over the Saints. 27-13, 175 to St Kilda, 6-9, 45. We'll be back for the second game commencing at 2 o'clock.
Welcome back to Shepparton Sports Stadium here on the 19th of July, Sunday. It is Essendon v Richmond here in Shepparton. So, first time we're up here. I'm Nathan Sear. Joined alongside me here today is Bailey White, one of our long-time staff here in the wheelchair and blind leagues. The man, the myth, and legend behind the score bench. What did you think about the last game, Bailey?
Look, it was one-sided. St Kilda, I think, did as much as they could, but there was nothing that was really going to get in the way of Collingwood and the run that they had in that game. 130-point winners is
very
a
surprising.
testament to that.
It was very surprising. Like I said at the start, I thought it was going to be a little bit closer, but considering that Saints didn't have a bench, Collingwood had a few rotations that they could go through. I don't know why Siri just turned on my phone. I think, yeah, it was very surprising.
I think just those key personnel that St Kilda were missing, unfortunately proved the difference for them today. Though I don't think, even if they'd had their full side, they were going to be a real match for Collingwood with how efficient they were with the ball there.
Yeah.
But it's a good win to the Pies and one that sets them up for our final round next week out at Latrobe Uni in Bundoora.
Players are travelling far and wide to come here, Bale.
They love the league just as we do.
Took you about a few hours to get here,
Yes,
I'd imagine.
Yes, from the southeast of Melbourne with a stop in the inner north, just under 3 hours.
Jeez.
But it's an easy drive. You're on the freeway virtually the whole time.
Just crank up the music.
That's it. That's it.
Get all the hype ready to go for this game.
Cruise at 110 k's an hour.
That's it. Gotta love it.
But we're about to get underway here between Richmond and Essendon. And this game should be one for the ages if the last matchup between these two was anything to go by.
I think one player we really want to look out for today is Nathan Greats.
Yes.
Such a great first-year player here today. I mean, if you look at how he played in Pakenham a few weeks ago, it was amazing like how he was able to just mark it in the back line and just defend his goal so well as Stronach throws it up. Greats gets the tap. Richmond get into the forward line, over to CJ, Chris Gotsanis. As he's just about to line it up. James Lennon on the mark here. Umpires here today, Patrick Nikis, Stam Stronach. As our field umpires as Gotsanis goes for goal. And he slots it through. Richmond, the first to score here in this game.
Tigers couldn't have asked for a better start there. But we know how quickly goals could come in the last matchup between these two sides. Chris Kotsanis thinks he's having a shot on goal. Richmond don't realise they've been paid a free kick against. And it'll be Mitchell Stretton's ball for the Bombers. The Essendon captain, who's won the free kick early.
And as we mentioned before, last time we were here, Bailey, with Richmond and Essendon over in the hangar. It was a unbelievable 6-point win. Was it 6 points?
5.
5 points.
I went through the stats after the match. There were 15 lead changes, which is quite incredible in a 40-minute match. 7 of them came in the final 10 minutes. As Mitchell Stretton goes now for goal. It's not a lead change, but it levels the scores here at Shepparton. 1 straight 6 apiece after the opening 90 seconds.
Yeah, good start from both teams here. Keys throws it up. Greats gets the last tap to it.
Wynett with the clearance, going again to Kotsanis. The ball bounces away from him. Van Gemert to Farley to Henderson. Hendo could have a shot from here, but I'm sure he'll think better of it at this stage in the game.
He's a pretty selfless play up.
He is.
He gets it off over to
Farley. Ball bounced away from everyone there. And as such, Richmond will have possession through Jude Anthony. And now Greats again. Sends it to Miranda Charlton.
We've discussed this before. Richmond have got a lot of experience in their lineup. I reckon we've got, compared to Collingwood, they've probably got the most experience in the competition. In terms of players, how long they've been at the club, and Just how well they're able to play together as Wynart lines up the goal here. He's in a bit of an angle, but very easy piece of cake for him as Richmond get their second goal of the game. 2-0, 12 to 1 goal, 6 to the Bombers. Stronard just waits the players to get into position, and he's about to throw it up as he goes for it. Grace gets the tap again, leading in the hit-outs for this game so far. As Tigers are the last one to touch that to go out of bounds.
Hayden Farley will bring it in for the Bombers. He goes short to Leonard. Back to Farley, who's come up to the edge of the back third. Leonard again, going through the centre. Mitch Stretton gets his hands to it through chaos, puts it through for a minor score.
So we'll have to stop play here, the umpires, as Hendo just fallen out of his chair. Just getting back up, he's just going to take his time here. This is an opportunity for both teams to sort of assess how they want to defend and how they want to bring the ball down. So also for the Tigers, they want to look at how they want to travel the ball down towards the forward line, not get it intercepted as Wynart gets the mark.
James Wynart goes to Nathan Greats, who is in a position to score but can't do so as a centre. Wynart's presented himself near the goal square. He's such a fast-moving player, James Wynart.
And I think that's his basketball background too.
It is.
Really helps in a game like wheelchair footy where it requires a lot of agility as the ball hits the post. It's 1 goal, 1 for him. He was going for his second goal, but got no doubt he'll be on the board again sometime soon later in the game. 2 goals, 1, 13 to the Tigers. Bombers 1 goal, 1, 7. As Van Gemert gets the mark in the back line, looks for his options as he gets it to Farley. Tarnas on the mark. Stretton was on the lead there. He's able to get it off out over to the captain. And Farley's assessing his options again. Stretton has the ball, the captain for the Bombers. 45-degree angle with Jude on the mark.
Mitchell Stretton going for his second. Spoiled by Anthony there. Greats gets to it for Richmond, sends it forward into space. It'll beat the players and go over the boundary line.
Update on the scores in community. 2 goals, 1, 13. Does look like the Pies are winning at the moment. Could be wrong. Could be the Saints actually. Doesn't say on the scoreboard, but there is 5 minutes left of that game. We've got about 4.5 minutes.
Collingwood have just scored from here. It is the Pies leading now 3-1-19 to no score after 5 minutes. And I think it's a pretty one-sided contest at the MCG as well. It's a 49-point lead in favour of Hawthorn over Richmond.
Stratton's lining up. Good backing from this position, but
it
does hook over to the right. So that is 1 goal to 8 to the Bombers. And Richmond is on 2 goals, 1, 13.
Jude Anthony to bring it in again for Richmond. Goes to Wynart. He's been everywhere today so far in the opening 6 minutes of the match. Charlton.
Another wealth of experience for the Tigers, Charlton, as she gets it off to Katsanis. Farley's on the mark.
Now this is in Chris's range, so he could go for goal from here, but James Wynart's free. Why wouldn't you go to him?
Yeah, smart play there, trying to get the ball closer to goals. And obviously you wouldn't want anyone else taking that mark and lining up as Wynart.
For goal number 2.
Goes in and it just hooks off to the right. 2 goals, 2 to Richmond. 1 goal, 2 to the Bombers. Stratton again assesses his options, trying to look for the best play to get it off to. He gets it to Farley. Looks like he goes out wide to Van Gemert, who can't go for goal because he is wearing the pink wristband, who means he's a centre. So Just to recap on the rules for wheelchair footy, if you're a centre wearing the pink wristband, you cannot score. Neither if you're in the back line wearing the red wristband. So Caleb Logan can't score from here, so he's got to look for his options. And Logan loses the ball there. Van Gemert chasing him with Greats. And not too sure what it was off there. McKesey's going to make the call. Doesn't look like it's going to be off the Bombers last. Sorry, the Tigers last. Bombers are going to take the free from the sideline, close to the neighbouring court.
I think James Weiner was just trying to keep it in there and ultimately was unsuccessful.
It's one of the things in wheelchair footy, like, it's going to be very unpredictable when the ball's in dispute. As Farley gets the mark. Van Gemert shouts for the ball and he gets it. Now he's lining it up, trying to find the right player. Now Logan, who is playing on, gets it off to an open space, rolls out of bounds.
Trying to get it to Stratton.
And Logan does have that yellow wristband, so he's in the forward line and he can score. All our yellow wristband players are our forward line. For those who are seeing wheelchair footy for the first time, is Greats. Gets the mark there, close to the centre.
Unlucky turnover there from Stratton. Greats goes to Wynett yet again.
Yeah, he could go for goal there, but he goes the selfless option to Katsanis, who is closer to goal.
Wins the 2-on-1 contest against him.
Such a strong unit in the forward line. No surprise he got it there, as he's taking in his time here, lining up for goal.
Chris Kotsanis.
He's on a good angle there, and he's converted it. So that is 3 goals to Richmond, 1 goal to Essendon. 12 points to the margin, so only a couple goals in it as there's 15 seconds left of the quarter.
Wynett can go for goal here. He misses just to the right-hand side.
Making it 3-3 to the Tigers, 21. 1 goal to Bombers, 8. As Stratton, captain of the Bombers, marks.
Mitch Stratton will have to go for goal. He's got the distance. It's bounced away from the goals, however.
Off
so
Wynett's chair. Sorry, Great's chair.
Won't count as a score.
There. 3 goals, 21 to Bombers, 1 goal to 8. It was 13 points in this game. Still anyone's game. We'll see you in the next break. Welcome back to Shepparton Sports Stadium. Ball's going up in the air. Patrick Niki's Victorian Wheelchair Football League here in Shepparton today. First time ever in this little town. Footy, strong culture here. Here we have Richmond and Essendon. Essendon 1 goal 2-8 to Richmond 3 goals 3-21.
Jude Anthony has it for the Tigers as Richmond begin their first foray forward of this second quarter. Chris Kotsanis has been left in space. You can't do that if you're playing on him. And Kotsanis will line up for his third goal of this contest. As Nathan said, it's for Tigers with a 13-point lead at quarter time. And Kotsanis can open the second with a goal to extend it. He misses. Despite...
Usually gets it from that distance.
Yeah,
Usually. Right in front, but that's okay. I'm sure he'll get it again. 3 goals, 4-22 to the Tigers.
One of his teammates thought he got it.
Yeah, I thought he had it too, to be honest.
Yeah.
1 goal 2-8 to the Essendon Bombers. So they're taking it out from the full back line as Stretton has the ball. The captain of the Bombers championship team is Logan. Gets his hands onto it. He's in the back line this quarter. He's got the red wristband on, so he can't score. So he has to assess his options here as Van Gemert sort of leads out, but he gets it off to Farley.
Plays it safe.
Thank you, Bailey.
Now Stretton nearly got it. It was tapped out by Kotsanis, so Stretton was paid the free kick. Farley has it again for the Bombers.
It looks like Hendo's double team there, but
yes,
Van Gemert leads out.
Hendo got himself free.
Now he could go for it there. Bombers really need to...
Stretton by himself though.
Bombers really need to respond on the scoreboard. So this is one that they really want to get here. This is to reduce the margin to 8 points as Stretton takes his time lining up.
This is for his second goal.
On a 45-degree angle, but great. Look who it is. Won it.
It was smothered by a Richmond defender, and so Greats wasn't paid the mark because it was a touch ball. But Mitch Stretton has it again now. He's gone across the court to Caleb Logan. And Caleb comes to the broadcast wing to find Hayden Farley. The Richmond defenders are just ganging up on the Essendon forwards, not trying to prevent them from having those opportunities to score.
Yeah, they don't want to rush it here. They want to try and take their time. And there's obviously still a lot of time on the clock. We've got 7 minutes left. The last thing the Bombers want is what they want Greats in their forward line, because Greats has got the height, he's got the hit outs, he's got that skill to just spoil the ball.
Henderson has it now. Now I wonder, there could be an argument made that from here you'd try and score, given how much the other forwards have got of the ball, as Caleb Logan gets paid a free kick there for a chop of the arms from Wynett. As Chris Kotsanis comes over in his chair, play stops.
Bit of banter from former teammates there.
Yes.
Obviously, Hendo, dual premiership player for the Tigers. Now the Bombers.
And a league best and fairest winner in one of those years, 2019. Henderson goes to Stretton. The Bombers, it took them a minute or two, but they found a way into their forward line. And this, as you said before, is again to cut the margin to 8 points. Stretton's got it this time. The Bombers have a second goal.
2 goals, 2 for Essendon now, and 3 goals for 22 to Richmond.
Tigers by 8 points after 4 minutes in the second quarter. As umpire Patrick Nikias comes in to throw the ball up. Greats gets the tap for Richmond, but it's again into Essendon's forward line. Stretton gets it on a tight angle. Or does he? We're checking.
Goal umpire's not too sure there, but he's checking.
Bombers bench saying goal.
Yeah,
it is.
A goal.
2-point game. Essendon 3-2-20, I beg your pardon. Trail Richmond 3-4-22. Halfway through the third as Greats falls backwards. Just misbalanced there.
Wheelchair footy there. A lot of players falling out of their chairs.
Yep.
Pretty normal.
I think just got his balance wrong in that ruck tap there. Yes, he's got the height, but so does his opponent. So trying to outplay Van Gemert there.
He's really dominating the hit-outs here today, Greats.
He is. Van Gemert got the tap this time, but it's out of bounds. It'll be a Richmond ball. No. I'm sorry, I've called that wrong. It's Essendon.
Bombers ball from the side as Farley gets the handball off from Henderson. Now there's a few plays going the way to Van Gemert is the one that gets the ball. One on the mark.
Logan Stratton's free again. Or is he? No, it's Henderson who comes in from a side and puts the Bombers in front.
Quick thinking from Logan there. He looked like he was going to go for a goal there, but obviously he can't because he's in the back line. And saw Henderson come off from the side, did the handoff, and they were able to convert from that goal. So 4 goals to
Great's got
26.
the tap to Henderson. This might be another goal if he can get the bounce. He doesn't. It's out of bounds.
4 goals to 26. Essendon, Richmond, 3 goals for 22. Bombers are now in front, up by 4. How are the Tigers going to respond here? This is going to be interesting.
Anthony finds Wynett. Now James, I'm sure he's got the range, but he's sensible enough to not try and have a shot from that position. He's hand passed it to Shannon Sykes as Wynett flies up the side of the court into the goal square. Chris Kotsanis is there also.
Now I do have a feeling he's going to go for that.
Yeah.
Do look at the forward line. They are a bit double teamed there. It's going to be a bit tricky if he wants to pass it off. So I think the safe option he wants to go with is to try and get it into the goals as he lines up, releases the ball.
Tigers back in front.
4 goals for 28 Richmond and Essendon 3 goals for 22.
Kotsanis has 3 goals, 1 to his name.
2-point lead to the Tigers. As I said, Bales, it is going to be a pretty close game. Wouldn't be surprised if this continues throughout as Engelmeck gets a tap.
Fingers crossed it does, because it's been exciting so far. It's in Richmond's forward line again. The Bombers are trying to rush this through before Chris Kotsanis can get to it. They do.
Keith's called it a rush behind.
Richmond 4-5, plays Essendon 4-2 as Hayden Farley prepares to bring the ball back into play. Goes for the long shot to Stratton, who can go for goal, but Chris Henderson will try and get onto this one. He doesn't.
Lucky bounce.
Oh, that was very close. Henderson goes over the top of Anthony to put Essendon in front yet again.
Yeah, that was a bit of an unpredictable bounce there, but Henderson was able to get the ball in the end and just convert for the Bombers. Now it's 5 goals to 32, 29 for the Tigers, 4 goals 5.
Bombers by 3 points as we have 2.5 minutes remaining till half time. Richmond don't get the result as it goes that time into their forward line. Farley will bring it in again. He finds Van Gemert.
They don't want to rush it here, otherwise it can be a quick interception from the Tigers. They're very good at that. They're really good at reading the players. Great. Talking about interceptions,
yes.
Great gets there, he wins the ball. And that height is such an advantage for Richmond as
that would have been a fantastic pass if Wynett could have held on to it there.
Oh,
contested ball all over the place. Greats has come over in his chair, but Wynett's going for goal. In the meantime, it's through. Bombers players are saying it might be touched, but it's been awarded a goal.
I think they've confirmed, I think it is a goal for... It's a goal for the Tigers, is it?
Yes.
Yes. 5 goals 5, 35 to Richmond. Essendon 5 goals to 32. 30 points in it.
Ball in the air, Greats for tap to Wynett. Smothered by Henderson was the pass. Stratton going for goal yet again. Hits the behind post, it's out of bounds. To be brought back into play by Jude Anthony.
Now Tigers aren't looking to rush it either as Shannon Sykes just loses the ball there, unlike him, as Hendo marks that, and it does look like he's going to go for goal as there's 1 minute on the clock.
Stratton has it in a better angle.
Fair enough.
For yet another lead change. This is playing out like we saw at the hangar. The Bombers are in front yet again. Essendon 6-2-38 lead Richmond 5-5-35 with 35 seconds to play in the second term. Ball tapped in the air, Grates the tap to Wynett. Can there be another lead change, or will Henderson send it into Essendon's forward line, which he does, but not to advantage, as Jude Anthony, I think, has tipped himself over in his chair, trying to retrieve the ball.
No stress about that. He's got the muscles to pick himself up very easily as he...
Clock down to 15
handballs
seconds. Wynett takes the mark. James Wynett, I think, is going to have the shot from here. He's got to with the time on the clock.
Hendo urging for everyone to get on the goal line.
This will be a highlight for the season if Wynett can put this through to put Richmond back in front on the stroke of half time. He's got the distance but not the accuracy, and it's a 2-point Essendon lead after an enthralling second quarter here at the Shepparton Sports Stadium. It's Essendon. Sorry, go on, Nate.
So I was going to say it's a very 50-50 game.
It is.
Like you said, it's very enthralling, and we're looking forward to the second half. Should be a good one.
Essendon lead 6-2-38 to Richmond 5-6-36 at half time here at Shepparton. We'll be back in a few minutes. Welcome back to the Shepparton Sports Stadium. What an opening half we've seen here between Essendon and Richmond. It's the Bombers leading 6-2-38 to Richmond 5-6-36. Your thoughts, Nath?
Great game so far, as you mentioned before, Bailey. It's been an enthralling first half. So coming into the third quarter, I've got no doubt it's going to be a very one-digit margin game. It's not going to be any further than that, I don't reckon. I could be wrong.
Okay.
But that is my tip. I think it's going to be very close. I mean, obviously, you've got two quality sides playing out here in this court. As we look over on the other court, we've got Collingwood, St Kilda in the community. 49-7 does look like Collingwood's in the lead.
They are.
It's a very one-sided game over there. It's like chalk and cheese between the two courts, to be honest with you. But
yeah.
Nonetheless, we're happy to be down here in Shepparton. Players have travelled far and wide to come down here. I know you, Bailey, you've travelled here for about 3 hours.
Yes.
Including a stopover.
Yeah,
I travelled about 2 hours from the northeast suburbs of Melbourne, so it's been a big trek to get up here, but we're really happy to be here and showcase some wheelchair footy to some of the locals that have come here today. It's been a great turnout.
Yep. It's one of the best competitions in the world, the VWFL, and we're glad that we can spread the quality of it far and wide all across our state and indeed across the country. As we start the third term here, the Bombers lead by 2 points. Greats gets the tap for Richmond. Caleb Logan's trying to get onto it for the Bombers. It's tapped to Scott Van Gemert, and now James Leonard sends it nearly to Henderson. He wins the free kick. Greats went for the spoil. I thought he had it, and he did, but illegally. It's nearly the Falcon off the back of Jude Anthony. And now Van Gemert to Henderson. He can go for goal. He has. There was a free kick in there, but advantage was paid. And the Bombers have struck first to extend their lead to 8 points, 7-2 to 5-6.
Yeah, Mitchell Shredden's on for this game so far. He's the leading goal scorer in both teams. As they get the tap. Wynett struggles to get a hand of the ball, but he gets it again. Found his way through the pack, and he is able to convert for the Tigers. They are 6-6, 42 to the Bombers. 7 goals to 44. Two-point margin.
That's the thing with Richmond. You just can't let them free. You've got to keep them on a leash.
That's right.
In order to keep the game under control, and the Bombers have done a great job of that so far.
And that's the nature of the championship division. You don't want to be letting players too loose, otherwise they're very quick to get on the ball and come in the lead, take advantage. And
as we said before, Richmond have gone on a run the last few weeks. They've been undefeated since round 3. And
they've always been a pretty big powerhouse of this competition. No doubt they are this year. And
Henderson puts one through to the Bombers. They lead again by 8. Staying in single digits at the moment, so your tip may prove right if it remains goal for goal as it is currently.
We'll have to see. 8 goals to 50 to the Bombers, 6 goals 42 to the Richmond Tigers here at Shepparton Sports Stadium. As Bombers are trying to get the ball in dispute as James Leonard tries to get it, but Wynett wins it. Oh, but it looks like
hello. Chris Kotsanis has picked up a piece of equipment under his chair.
Looks like it's the goal bag.
It is indeed.
Something you don't see every day, Bailey.
That's another one.
And Richmond get the goal. That could have been a tactic there from the Tigers to bring the goal bag out.
Indeed.
Try and distract the Bombers.
It's one we haven't seen before. Another one for our highlight reel.
Yeah, a few things happening today. 8 goals, 250 to the Bombers, 7 goals, 648 as Greats gets the tap and it goes out of bounds. Now it's up to the umpire's discretion to see who came off last. It may have been the Bombers. Does look like it's going to be the Tigers' ball last.
Wynett to bring it in. He goes across to Charlton on the edge of a forward third. Miranda's looking at the options here. Wynett's by himself. And this to put the Tigers back in front.
Great work from Wynett there just to lead out from that pack there. Gets a bit busy there, so he was able to find some space and just missed to the right. It's a 7 goals, 749 to the Tigers, 8 goals, 250 to the Bombers. It's only 1 point the margin in it. I'd say I'd be surprised if it goes anything further than 9 points in this game. So hold on to your hats, everyone who's watching, as Logan looks through his options as he gets to Leonard. Brings it out to the side, just goes to safe option as Van Gemert all by himself on the yellow third.
Richmond are continuing the tactic they've employed in their first half, which is because they know how powerful the Essendon forwards are, trying to gang up on them. But Chris Henderson got himself free yet again.
He's got a couple options here. He can sort of hand it off to Stretton, but he goes off to Van Gemert. Could have also gone for goal, but he didn't take the risk. Went the safe options with Van Gemert as he takes his time trying to figure out what he wants to do with possession. As Stretton leads out against Anthony. Both big units, big match-up between these two.
Mitch Stretton for goal number 5. He puts it through, and the Bombers bring the margin back out to 7 points.
A more comfortable margin here for the Bombers. 9 goals 2, 56 to 7 goals 7, 49 to the Tigers. But still anyone's game as McKees throws it up. Greats gets the tap. Does look like it's going to be off Tigers last, but Anthony
was he trying
to get possession.
He's rushed to behind.
But Nikis is going to bring it back. He's made a call over here. What's it going to be? It's going to be Tigers free from the baseline. Anthony's going to take it out. Straight on the mark.
Yes.
Kotsanis on the lead against Logan. Good matchup over here. Be looking forward to seeing what these two do in the next quarter, as well as Anthony leads out and gets the mark. Very quick to get to the other side of the court. Cover the ground as Richmond ball is called by Sam Stronach, our field umpire, closer to our score bench.
James Wynett, I reckon if he can't get to Chris Kotsanis, he'll have the shot on goal himself. He does try for Kotsanis, he gets him.
Yeah, good play there. It's much closer in goals. Bit of an angle, but would be surprised if he doesn't slot this one through. He usually gets it from here.
Chris
Again,
Kotsanis.
he's in front of goals.
Chris Kotsanis lining up for his 4th goal to make it a 1-point margin yet again. No trouble at all for last year's Centurion.
Tigers 8 goals 7, 55 to Essendon's 9 goal 2, 56. As you said, Bailey, 1-point margin in it. It will probably continue to be this way. It's a very 50-50 game. Both
ball goes
lineups.
up again. Henderson dispossessed, and it's a chop of the arms from Richmond. It's a Bombers free.
Yeah, good call by Patrick McKees there.
Henderson to Stretton. They've been linking up well today, these two. Their experience together at Richmond will tell them about it. Now that they're both at Essendon, they're doing things together that you know well-established teammates can do, as it eventually lands with Henderson, and it goes through for the Bombers' 10th goal. They lead 10-62 to Richmond 8-7-55. Goal for goal at the minute, but the Bombers retaining the advantage in this 3rd term. Greats finds Anthony. Kotsanis nearly got to it as now James Leonard to Henderson. Time will stop.
Yeah, so Henderson's got 5 goals at the moment. Leading goal scorer of this game, along with Mitchell Stretton. Both from the Bombers. And they're the main scorers for the Bombers in this game. Stretton gets the mark in the forward line.
Brilliant
effort Anthony. There. Yep. Really contesting for that as he's taking his time, coming back on the line.
Mitchell Stretton
through, slots it through. Piece of cake for him as Bombers are in the lead.
13 points now.
13 points.
2
goals and a bit.
11-2-68 to Richmond 8-7-55. 2 minutes 25 on the clock. Van Gemert the tap. Can the Bombers get onto another one here? It's an Essendon ball, because it was Jude Anthony trying to get to it there for Richmond. He got the last touch on it. Stretton finds Van Gemert, who's playing in the centre position.
Yeah, where's he going to go? He's really looking for his options. But
Stretton free yet again.
Tigers going to play a little bit tighter with Stretton.
Can the
Finding it a little bit too easy to get loose as he goes for goal.
3 in a row, Essendon. They lead by 19 points. 12-2, 74 to Richmond, 8-7, 55. The Tigers have had more scoring shots in this match, but their accuracy has let them down in that regard. As Mitchell Stretton gets the ball yet again. Can he make it 4 in a row for Essendon? He gets it back from Van Gemert. He does exactly that from the tight angle.
Nice work from Stretton over there. Just receiving the handoff, getting the quick handball into the goals.
What a run the Bombers are putting on here in this third term. They lead now by 25 points.
It's a more comfortable lead for sure. 15 points, the margin. As great.
A minute to go.
Goes to the tap off. Van Gemert gets it back. Leonard gets it over to Stretton again. Now this is for goal number 9. Does look like he's going to go for goal, but he goes to selfless option.
Oh, dispossessed. Brilliant defensive effort there from, I believe, Nathan Greats it was in that case, but Stretton got to it yet again.
Stretton acting like Slender Man at the moment, just finding every ground on the court to cover, and he's there. He's so quick and agile today, as he is per usual. To
put the Bombers 31 points in front, he's kicked the goal. He's got 9, and the Bombers have 14 goals to Richmond's 8. And as we said, it's a 31-point lead on the stroke of three-quarter time. The siren will sound any second here as their time for either side to score. There is not. At three-quarter time, a scoreline possibly unthinkable given the evenness of the opening 2 quarters. It's Essendon, 14-2-86, leading Richmond by 31 points, 8-7, 55. The Tigers will be back in a couple of minutes for the final term.
Oh, we've got 50 seconds.
Yeah, all right, go on. Welcome back to the Shepparton Sports Stadium. After a masterclass from Essendon there in the third quarter has put them 31 points ahead of the Tigers. 14-2-86, leading 8-7, 55. What do you think, Dave? Have Richmond got it in them to come back from this position?
I think they do. Look, as I mentioned at the start, it's a very 50 game. Like, you know, they've both got lineups that have got a wealth of experience. Obviously, you know, the last 5 minutes of that previous quarter, Essendon were riding on that momentum of goals. You know, with Stretton in that forward line and as well as Henderson, they just work so well together and they got that chemistry just as a whole team in general. But Stretton in particular with those 9 goals, I think has really built that momentum for them going into this last quarter. And I think it's going to be an interesting outcome.
Ball in the air, Grace gets the tap. Is this the start Richmond want, or will it go the way of Essendon as Henderson sends it to Stretton? Can Stretton get there? No. But Henderson's a forward, so it does count as a behind. It's the Bombers by 32. At the start of the final term, as Chris Kotsanis in the blink of an eye ends up with the ball. can take the shot on goal, but I suspect will try and go to a teammate like Anthony, as he does there. Wynet's held up in the goal square, but gets free and doesn't quite take the mark, but has the shot on goal. Misses to the left-hand side. Richmond, I think, have wrestled some momentum back here, but can they keep going with it is the question.
To be honest, I'm very surprised with how the margin's just widened from the last few quarters. Like 21 points is a big difference from what it was with 2 to 8 points in it. As the Bombers have
that third quarter was a tale of two halves. It was goal for goal in the first half, but 5 in a row Essendon to finish it off, and the game's just turned completely. As we'll have a slight stoppage here.
Yeah, we've seen crazier things before, Bailey. I think the Tigers have still got it in them to put up a fight and sort of catch up here.
I remember there was one day Richmond were up against Collingwood and they came from a way back to hit the front, but it was a Collingwood goal right at the end that gave them a close win. Out at Greensborough, I believe that game was played. Jude Anthony has it now for the Tigers. I'm sure he would have been a part of their side on that day. His opponent is a man who was also playing on his team, as opposed to the opposition's. Nathan Gray sends it to Wynett. James Wynett will line up here for goal number 5. And it couldn't come at a more crucial time for Richmond. This to cut the margin and keep the Tigers in it. He's put it out of bounds. Uncharacteristic there from James.
Yeah, considering his angle there, I would have thought he'd be able to slot Leicester behind through, but
4 goals, 6 today, I think tells the story for him. He's had a lot of chances, but just not able to capitalise on them. As now it's Scotty Van Gemert for Essendon, who hand passes to Hayden Farley, keeping it in their defensive zone, trying to send it forward. They find Chris Henderson. And now Caleb Logan.
Logan's still in the back line here, so I'm surprised they haven't really moved him up forward yet. But I guess they're on a momentum run here, so...
Stretton's been playing very, very well forward the last few weeks, so I'm not massively surprised. And
unless anything goes astray for the Bombers, I'd suggest they would do that. I would think, but
and the Bombers,
like you said, they're going really well at the moment with Stretton in the forward line.
The Bombers were able to win last week without Logan in their side. And so they've continued to go with the firepower of Henderson and Stretton forward. Now, the question is, will Hendo have the shot from half court? He doesn't. He goes to Van Gemert. On the edge of a third, needing to find another target in order for the Bombers to score. He goes to Henderson next to him. He shoots for goal. He's put it through.
Bombers, 15 goals, 393, 8 goals, 856 to the Tigers. It's a much more comfortable margin now, Bailey. It's very interesting.
Points.
I did not see that coming.
Will that be the straw that breaks the back of Richmond's camel, which was an infamous feature at Punt Road there for a little while? It's a free kick being paid.
Good call by Stronach there.
Caleb Logan.
And wheelchair footy players get a little bit feisty. They want to try and grab each other's arms. They're going to be competitive, but not allowed to do that as Logan handballs it in to the pack. Ball's in dispute. Anthony's arguing it's out, but Gutsanis gets the mark. Now he's got a chance to get Richmond to respond as Sykes.
If Richmond are going to go, they have to go now. We're down to 6 minutes in the match. They must score the next goal. And they've probably got to do it from this, what I am assuming will be a shot at goal from James Wynett. As I said before, 4 goals, 6 to his name. Can he improve his accuracy with goal number 5? No.
Only about 7 and 8 goals to really get back into this and get a realistic chance to come back in.
It's an even 6-goal game as Hayden Farley, I beg your pardon, sends it to Mitchell Stretton. Farley's there again in the centre of the court. And now Van Gemert at half forward. Going for Stretton, who's put himself on a lead. He doesn't, he goes to Farley because Stretton was just too close there, so the mark wouldn't have been paid. But Henderson takes it securely. He'll line up for goal number 7. And that you'd think would be it. As Henderson goes for goal, it's through the middle, and the Bombers are going to secure a massive win here in the context of their season. They lead 16-3-99 to Richmond 8-9-57 with 4.5 minutes to play as Henderson has it again. Smothered by Greats. Goes across to Anthony. The pass forward. Going for Wynett. Kotsanis gets there. Can he punch through a goal from close range? He can.
First goal of the quarter for the Tigers, I'm pretty sure.
Yes.
They needed that response there. But is it too late? That's
I reckon question. It might be. Like, they need 6 goals to tie, and they've got just 4 minutes. So if they can bring this back from here, it may just be the greatest comeback in the history of football. Henderson to Stretton, just missed him. Can Stretton get onto it? Can he? He can't because the pressure from Shannon Sykes was too great. The free kick's been paid to Stretton. Does the sensible thing, goes to Van Gemert, knowing he couldn't score from his position. Henderson's there, but not in enough space for Van Gemert to go to him, so he goes to Caleb Logan. Now Caleb, he's got one of 3 Essendon players to pick from. He goes to Henderson, but couldn't quite get the pass to him cleanly. Kotsanis nearly tried to mop it up, but did so as the ball crossed the boundary line.
Yeah, so the closest player has to take it from the sideline if it goes out of bounds. So Kotsanis was the one that was closest as he hands it up to Greats. Anthony flies it into the pack and Wynett gets it and it hits the post. That's 4 goals, 8 for him.
I mean, look at the scoreline. Richmond 9-10 to Essendon 16-3. Tells the story of the day.
It's crazy.
Not unlike an able-bodied match I was involved in a few weeks ago. But we won't go into that here because it's about these 2 teams we've got in front of us. As Nathan Greats sends it forward for the Tigers, Wynett takes the mark. Logan, in trying to defend, has tipped over in his chair but props himself right back up. So play can continue. Wynett's.
So this is to reduce the margin to 29 points.
So
he
was trying to get
2 minutes left of the game. That's a goal. 29 points the margin. 10 goals, 10, 70 to the Tigers. 16 goals, 3, 99 for the Bombers. Now, Bailey, is there going to be a realistic chance for the Tigers here with less than 2 minutes to go?
Not with 5 goals needed, no.
But I have to say those first 3 quarters were really well contested from both teams.
Yes,
but
indeed.
it does look like the Bombers have ridden off their momentum as
Wynett.
The Tigers go for again. It is 11 goals, 10, 76, 16 goals, 3, 99.
They couldn't, could they? I don't think so. No, we're already down to a minute 20. The game is over. Trying to get our hopes up, but it's not going to happen here.
4 goals in a minute 15. We've seen stranger things happen before. But it does look more likely that the Bombers have this one in the bag. Yeah. Or are we speaking too soon, Bailey?
No, not
as they're lining up.
Not 4 in a minute. Wynett. No, Greats took the mark, in fact. Wynett's there. Can he spin around and put through the goal? No, he hits the behind post. And what is the concluding statement on if there ever needed to be one?
Nail in the coffin there, Bales, as the Bombers take it out from the baseline. Van Gemert marks it in their back line. Trying to assess the pack, whether to see if anyone's leading out, but no one's there. Farley taking his time with the ball, gets it back to Van Gemert. 30 seconds left. It's really trying to milk the time, trying to run the clock down. They don't want Tigers to get possession. But it looks like they do have this one in the bag.
Hayden Farley for Essendon. Sends it to Van Gemert. I think the Bombers want last shot on goal here to put the icing on what's going to be a fantastic win for them. They're a chance at the top 2. They just probably need Hawthorn to make one more slip up next week as Henderson to finish it off. He does with his 8th goal. And the Bombers win 17-3, 105 to Richmond, 11-10-76. 29 points the final margin.
Very, very different to what we experienced over at the Hangar a few weeks ago, Bales. Obviously, that was the Dreamtime game. The Tigers got away with that one, I'm pretty sure.
Yes.
Less than a goal in that, but we look at this game, it's the complete opposite, polar opposite. I mean, as you said, it's 29 points of difference. And it's sort of just, Bombers just rode with that momentum in the last quarter.
They did indeed.
But nonetheless, I think those first 3 quarters that they played were very entertaining, as you said, very enthralling. And I've got no doubt that we'll have similar matchups in the future coming up later in the season.
It's certainly... Look, I'm not surprised that the margin wasn't as tight as last time, but it certainly... I wasn't expecting Essendon to win that the way that they did. That was a sensational performance from them today. And as we've said, big ramifications in the finals race as it'll all heat up next week at La Trobe University for the final round of the VWFL in 2026.
The finals are coming up soon.
Yes.
We've got one more round to go, a couple more rounds.
Yes, one more round. Yep. I can tell you that Collingwood have beaten St Kilda in the community match by 40 points, 96-56. And repeating the final score here in the Championship Division, Essendon 17-3, 105 have defeated Richmond 11-10-76. And earlier in the day, if you missed it, it was a big win for Collingwood over St Kilda. So, as we said, how that will affect the finals race. Actually, I've got Play HQ in front of me. I'll process the score and then I'll give you the ladder. Let's do this live.
As you mentioned, Bailey, it's a very close standing on the ladder. Obviously, a lot of players have been a real standout this season, and I think it goes to show how close the competition is this year. I mean, you look at a lot of the teams on the ladder, those top 2, top 3 positions. It's pretty neck and neck. So
certainly a closer game here than it is at the MCG. It's Hawthorn by 87 points over Richmond. 20 minutes into the 3rd quarter.
Really feel sorry for all those Richmond fans out there, especially you, Bailey.
Oh, well. It is what it is. We're rebuilding. And if you want to see the Tigers win, you come to the wheelchair footy. That's how it's been for a few years. But I can tell you, in the Championship Division, the top 4 are all within 4 points. Richmond leading on 20, about 30% ahead of Hawthorn. And Essendon and Collingwood both on 16 points. So next week, we have Essendon playing Hawthorn and Richmond playing Collingwood. They are arguably the 2 biggest matches of the season based on results from today. And we won't be able to bring you those on the live stream, but if you're able to come down and watch in person at La Trobe University, we'd love for you to be there. We'll have both our community and championship divisions in action. And then we'll be bringing you, I believe, live streams during the final series as well. But how that all shapes up will be determined next Sunday at La Trobe University in Bundoora. But for now, from Shepparton, from Bailey White and Nathan Sear, thank you for watching and have a good afternoon.
Signing off. Thanks, guys.